The Thermopolis-Rinaldo Agreement. This means there's a contract, or the Thermopolis family and the Rinaldo family have a promise to keep. Saturday, October 4th, afternoon. I stayed at Lily's place as long as I could today. Remember, Lily is Mia's best friend. But I was worried about my mom and dad. I didn't go home last night. They were angry all night. I came home after lunch. I've always been a good daughter. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't take drugs. I do my homework most of the time, and people trust me. I'm an honest person. When I got home, my mom was reading a magazine. She always goes to her art studio on Saturdays. Remember, Mia's mother is an artist. But today, she had stayed at home waiting for me. My dad was there too. He was reading the newspaper, New York Times. "We must talk," he said. "Please, Dad," I said. "I need time to think about things." "I know," said my dad. Then my mom came over and put her arms around me. She hugged me. "We are so sorry, Mia," she said. I was very surprised. Why were my parents being so nice? Why weren't they angry with me? In other words, her parents aren't angry. So Mia is very surprised. "This is difficult for you, Mia," said my dad. "We understand that now. So we've done something to make things easier." My dad pulled a document, some papers, from his pocket and put it on the table in front of me. I started to read it. The Thermopolis-Rinaldo Agreement. This is a contract. A contract is a written promise. So you write down your promise on paper and sign it. Okay, let me explain. I, Arthur Christophe Philippe Gerard Grimaldi Rinaldo, Mia's father, make this agreement. My daughter and heir, Amelia Mignonette Grimaldi Thermopolis Rinaldo, can stay at her school, Albert Einstein High School. But she must spend every Christmas and every summer in Genovia. So this is a contract between the father and daughter. And please remember the word heir. An heir is someone who will become prince, who will become king or queen when the father or mother dies. I felt very happy. Excuse me. I felt very happy. Then I read the rest of the agreement. There's more. I, Amelia Mignonette Grimaldi Thermopolis Rinaldo, will do my duties as heir to Arthur Christophe Philippe Gerard Grimaldi Rinaldo, Prince of Genovia. I will become the ruler, the Queen of Genovia, when he dies. I will also go to all the functions of state. Functions of states are ceremonies. Every government has special ceremonies. and she must go to all of them. What are functions of state? I asked. Special ceremonies, said my dad. When an important event happens in the world, every country sends someone, a representative. For example, when the leader of a country marries or dies, a representative of the Genovian royal family goes to the ceremony. You're the princess of Genovia, so you will go to these functions of state. You will represent Genovia. But I don't know how to behave like a princess. I don't know how to act like a princess, I said. That's okay, said my dad. Grand-mère, your grandmother will teach you. I thought about this. How can grand-mère teach me? Remember, grand-mère is French for grandmother. How can my grandmother teach me? She's not here in New York. She's in France. I signed my name at the bottom of the agreement. So Mia has signed the contract. It's evening. It's Saturday night, and I don't have a date with a boy. I'm spending the evening with my dad. I'm always at home on Saturday nights. Boys don't want to go out with me. My mom has gone out on a date with Mr. Giannini. Mr. Giannini is Mia's math teacher in high school. My mom, she was wearing a small black dress and high-heeled shoes. My dad stared and stared at her. She looked really beautiful. If you stare at something, you look at it for a long time. She looked really beautiful. Usually my mom isn't very interested in clothes. I phoned a restaurant that delivers food to the apartment. I ordered a pizza and some salad. It was a delicious meal. But my dad wasn't interested in the food. He watched sports programs on TV and drank whiskey. Then he fell asleep. I tried to call Lily, my best friend, but her phone was busy. Beep, beep, beep. Her phone was busy. Maybe Michael was chatting online with a friend. Michael uses his computer a lot. He works on his magazine, Crackhead, a computer magazine, and chats online with his friends for hours. He uses his computer to send instant messages. He has conversations in internet chat rooms. In other words, Michael goes online and joins some chat rooms. I really wanted to speak to Lily. I wasn't going to tell her about being a princess, but sometimes just talking to Lily, my best friend, makes me feel better. I watched my dad sleeping. I started to get bored. I decided to send Michael, Lily's brother, an instant message. I wanted him to go offline. I wanted Michael to get off the computer. Then I could call Lily. Sorry, this story is a little old, so um, when this story was written, to use the internet, you use the phone line. So if you are on the internet, you can't use the phone. And if you are on the phone, you can't use the internet. So she wants Michael to get off the computer so she can call her friend. Michael and I use different names when we chat to each other online. I'm Fat Louie. I'm FT Louie, which means Fat Louie. It's the name of my cat. Michael uses the name Crack King, a criminal who sells drugs. Michael is clever and funny. He's always making jokes. This was our conversation. Crack King. What do you want, Thermopolis? FT Louie. I want to talk to Lily. I want to speak to her on the phone. Please go offline. Crack King. What do you want to talk to her about? FT Louie. I'm not telling you. It's private. Crack King. Why are you at home? Didn't Dream Boy call you? Didn't he ask you out on a date? FT Louie. Who's Dream Boy? Crack King. Josh Richter, of course. I love Josh Richter, and now Michael knows this. Lily told her brother my secrets. I'm really embarrassed. I'm going to kill her. But 5 minutes later, my phone rang. It was Lily, my best friend. You wanted to talk to me, she said. Michael told me. Michael can be so nice sometimes. Sunday, October 5th. I didn't go to Mr. Giannini's algebra class on Friday, and he told my mom. I can't believe it. I had to stay home at home today. I had to study algebra with my dad. There's an algebra test, math test, at school tomorrow. I must not flunk it. Flunk something means to fail. I have a test tomorrow. I must pass. I must not fail. I've written an important algebra formula on the bottom of my sneaker. I can look at the formula during the test. So Mia is going to cheat. She wrote an important algebra formula on the bottom of her shoe so she can see it during the test. Monday, October 6th, 3 a.m. in the morning. I've been awake all night. I've been worrying about the algebra formula that's on my shoe. What will happen if someone sees it? If I look at the formula, I'll be cheating. I'll no longer be an honest person. I'll have to leave Albert Einstein High School if someone finds out about this, and I'll never get a job at Greenpeace. Remember, Greenpeace is an environmental protection group. Greenpeace are people who do their best to protect the environment. 4 a.m. I tried to wash the formula off my sneaker, but it won't come off. I can't wear my boots instead of my sneakers. The laces of my boots are broken. Sorry, in this picture you can see here's a boot, here's another boot, and this is called a shoelace or we just call them laces. And you can see it's broken, so she can't wear her boots. 7 a.m. Someone will see me cheating in the algebra test. I just know it. 9 a.m. I'm in the girls' room, the bathroom for girls at school. Lana Weinberger. Uh, Lana Weinberger is girlfriend to Josh, Josh's girlfriend. And she doesn't like Mia, and Mia doesn't like Lana Weinberger. Lana Weinberger came in and she saw me washing the bottom of my sneaker. Then she started brushing her long blonde hair and staring at herself in the mirror. I couldn't wash the formula off of my sneaker, but I'm not going to look at it during the test. Evening. Okay, I looked at the formula during the test, but it didn't help me at all. I got all the answers wrong anyway. I can't even cheat well. I have so many things to worry about. I must buy new laces for my boots. I'm flunking algebra. I'm failing my math class. My mom's dating my algebra teacher. I am the Princess of Genovia. I hate my life. Chapter 5. Grand-mère, grandmother. Wednesday, October 8th. Grand-mère is here. She's not here in our apartment, but she's here in New York. She's staying at the Plaza Hotel with my dad. Maybe Grand-mère won't come to our apartment. She hates cats, and Fat Louie is here. Also, Grand-mère will hate Greenwich Village. No one is allowed to smoke cigarettes in the restaurants here, and she smokes all the time. But why did she have to come here? Why? Thursday, October 9th. I found out why Grand-mère has come to New York. She's going to give me princess classes. This is terrible. I can't write anymore. Friday, October 10th. Yesterday, after school, I had my first princess class. It's not a joke. Every day, after my algebra lesson with Mr. Giannini, I have princess classes at the plaza with my grandmother. I signed the Thermopolis-Rinaldo Agreement. This is a contract. Mia and her father made a contract, so Mia must become princess. I signed the Thermopolis-Rinaldo Agreement. My dad reminded me about this. The princess classes are part of my duties as my dad's heir. An heir is someone who will become king or queen after a father or mother dies. That's what I agreed to. I checked the agreement, but I couldn't see anything in it about princess classes. Grand-mère is staying in the penthouse suite of the plaza. A penthouse suite is a large hotel room on the top floor. of a building. It's extra large and extra beautiful. She's staying in the huge luxury rooms on the top floor of the hotel. Everything in the penthouse is colored pink. There are pink walls, pink carpets, pink curtains, also called pink drapes. Drapes are curtains, and pink furniture. There are lots of vases of pink roses, too. Grand-mère's name. My grandmother's real name is Clarice Marie Rinaldo. She is my father's mother. She is the Dowager Princess of Genovia. Grand-mère wears a lot of makeup and smokes cigarettes all the time. All of her clothes are purple. Purple is her favorite color. Grand-mère started asking me questions immediately. She is scary. She frightens me. Stand up straight, Amelia, she said. Your hair is too curly. And why are you so tall? Can't you stop growing? Come and kiss your grand-mère. I walked over and kissed her. Then I saw Rommel. Rommel, my grandmother's dog. His name is Rommel. He was looking out from behind her skirt. He's 15 years old, and he was wearing a purple jacket. It's the same color as Grand-mère's dress. Now, said Grand-mère, you are Princess of Genovia. You cried when your father told you the news. Why? Suddenly, I felt very tired. I sat down on one of the pink chairs. Oh, grandmother, I said in English, I don't want to be a princess. I just want to be me, Mia. Don't call me grandma, said Grand-mère. I'm your grand-mère. Speak French when you speak to me. Sit up straight in the chair. And your name isn't Mia, it's Amelia. She sat down in the chair next to me. Don't you want to be princess? Don't you want to be a princess? Grand-mère, I said, I can never be like a princess. You are your father's heir, said Grand-mère in a very serious voice. When your father dies, you'll rule Genovia. You'll become the queen. I stared at Grand-mère, and she stared at me. I have a lot of homework today, I said. Is this princess class going to take a long time? We'll begin classes tomorrow, she said. You'll come here in the afternoons after school. Write a list before you come here tomorrow. Make a list of 10 women who you admire most and give reasons. Bring the list with you. My mouth fell open with shock. Homework? I've got to do homework for these princess classes? Close your mouth, Amelia, said Grand-mère. Tomorrow, you'll do your hair nicely. You'll wear lipstick and paint your nails with nail polish. And you won't wear those big, ugly boots. Now I have a dinner appointment. Goodbye. Today I borrowed one of my mom's lipsticks and took it to school. But I didn't want anyone to see me wearing lipstick. I waited until after my class with Mr. Giannini. When the other kids had gone home, I went into the girls' room, the girls' bathroom. I put lipstick on my lips and brushed my hair. My hair is very curly. I brushed it and brushed it, but it didn't look better. I'd forgotten about the school computer club. The computer club has a meeting at Albert Einstein High School every Friday afternoon. Lily's brother Michael, Lily is Mia's best friend, Lily's brother Michael is in the computer club. When I walked out of the girls' room, I met Michael. I dropped my bag and the lipstick fell out. Michael picked it up. He stared at me in surprise. "Why are you wearing this?" he asked, holding the lipstick towards me. "Please don't tell Lily," I said. "Don't tell Lily what?" he said. "Where are you going? Are you going on a date?" "No, I am not going on a date," I said. "I have to meet my grandmother." "Do you usually wear lipstick when you meet your grandmother?" I looked towards the door. Dad's bodyguard, Lars, was standing there. He was waiting for me. He was going to drive me to the Plaza Hotel. "Michael, don't tell Lily about this, okay?" I said. Then I ran away. When I got to the Plaza Hotel, Grandmère was horrible. "You're wearing too much lipstick," she said, "and it's the wrong color for you." I gave her my list of the 10 women who I admire, but she tore up the piece of paper. "They're not good choices." Then she told me to come back at 10 o'clock the next morning.